All right, David, give us a momentary escape from the hell that is Lions.
So we'll get to the quarterbacks, but I want to focus on the running backs right now because there were some great performances over Sunday's action. Let's start there with the Raiders. They beat the Texans off the back of Josh Jacobs, who rushed for 143, scored three times. They were 0-3 when they started the season, but since then, they've gone 2-1. He's rushed for 441 in that stretch. 6 touchdowns. Is he the actual straw that stirs the drink of the Raiders offense?
Here's the funny part. He was on the bubble to even make the roster towards the end of camp, that they had soured on the former first-round pick, and he was thought to be a guy that might get cut.
Mm-hmm.
And here he is. He's one of the 10 best backs in the league, and they kept running those toss plays to him like it was 1975 yesterday, and I'll be damned, he just kept turning the corner.
Yeah, sometimes it takes teams a while to realize what they have, and you're just like, why didn't you start I don't know why we didn't start the year off this way, but yes, I think they found their way, and, I think the Chiefs are still the team out there.
You think?
Yeah, I saw it firsthand yesterday.
Let's move over to what he calls himself in the pros, Ken Walker III. 3 days after turning 22, well, he celebrated his birthday, carrying the ball for 23 times, 168, 2 touchdowns, and a win over the Chargers. Is he going to be the one that sustains Seattle the rest of the way?
Yeah, it's why I said when Penny got hurt, I don't think they lost a lot. It's also the reason I wanted the Lions to take him in the second round, to be the complement to DeAndre Swift, so we could keep DeAndre safe in bubble wrap. Look, man, you don't have to like the kid. You can hate where he went to school. He's an incredible player. Mm-hmm. And you know how I know he's good, David? Because he looks every bit as quick in the NFL as he did in college. These guys can't get their hands on him.
The fact that he took the ball to the edge and went untouched, I think they clocked him at 22 miles an hour going 74 yards down the field. Yeah, it looked like a play out of college, except for these are pros. And normally you don't have runs like that. But, yeah, they kind of
He's really good, man.
They lucked into him, and, yeah.
But they didn't luck into him.
No.
They're a good organization who identified a hell of a player when they already had one, and they took him.
Took him in the second round, and, David, put it this way, Seattle has enough now that maybe they just go all defense in the next year's draft and try to bring back the Legion of Boom again. Because you got Metcalf, he re-signed. Geno's getting it done, and
Lockett is still catching 50-yard bombs. They got the running game. You upgraded the O-line. I mean, I'm sick about it. I'm sick to my stomach.
They're in a rebuild.
They're in a deep rebuild.
One more running back story over the weekend. Carolina trades CMC. Doesn't matter. Deonta Foreman, Chuba Hubbard combined for 24 carries, 181 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Foreman went for a 60-yard run. Was this just bad defense, or are these guys just being motivated?
No, it's the Bucs are in a complete free fall. You know, it's weird when your quarterback disappears for 11 days in training camp and no one knows why. Or better yet, a quarterback skips Friday and then the Saturday walkthrough to go to a wedding for the team he used to play for. It's almost like that has a debilitating effect on the room.
Yeah.
It's weird when I said those things over the summer and you people made fun of me. Well, here's what's happening. Tom Brady's personal life is wrecking that entire locker room.
Yeah, because here's the thing. He can't go home because his team is bad. His home life is bad. So he takes a day off. You know, I'm going to go back to New England where life was great in Boston. I remember the good old days.
Instead of walk through with his team, and TJ sat here saying it, he had never seen it in the history of the league.
Here's the thing, man. When quarterbacks, when NFL players go bad, they go bad quickly. I think Brady should have stayed retired, and he would be a legend. Now he's going to be one of those guys that hung on too long.
Jordan with the Wizards.
Yeah.
You just hate to see it.
Jerry Rice is a Seahawk.
Where the cornrows started at his earlobes? Yeah, that was a tough look. David?
And let's finish this off here with this breaking news sort of story.
Jimmy G stinks.
No, the Colts are benching Matt Ryan for the remainder of the season. Sam Ehlinger is going to be the new QB1. But here's, I think, the story.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here, I think, is the story, though. Frank Wright spoke to the media today. He says he and Chris Ballard had a long conversation with Jim Irsay last night. Didn't say it was his decision, but then the move was made. Your thoughts?
Wait. They're in the mix. That division's bad. They're right there. They're like a game out of first. You're paying Matt Ryan $40 million a year to bring in, we're back, Sam Ehlinger.
Because here's the thing, Mike.
Oh, my God.
It didn't work out with Carson Wentz. It's not working out with Matt Ryan. They need the quarterback to come in and fix this thing right away.
He just threw for 243 yards. Well, that's not so good.
Irsay wants a guy.
Yeah, he
because
does.
in his world, he's the opposite of what's happening here. If this ain't working out, play this Ehlinger guy now, and if not, we're in the draft next year.
So wait a minute. So there had to be a job guarantee then. Frank Reich has to be safe. Otherwise, you can't make this move.
I would think so, because since 2018, under Frank Reich, they've had Andrew Luck, Jacoby Brissett, Brian Hoyer, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, and now Sam Ehlinger.
I don't think
You're
he's
right.
safe.
He must be safe.
David, you know what? Do you want to get fired now, or do you want to go out there and try to win some games?
Oh, my God.
There's your ultimatum. I can fire you right now because I'm the owner.
What a...
But we don't know what it's... Okay, here it is. I know it's weird, but in other cities, other owners demand excellence. And if you don't get it, I don't care.
Yeah, Jim Irsay, well...
I don't care.
I'm angry. Wild
I just left the
report.
owners meeting. Snyder is still owning that Washington team, that piece of crap. I'm mad.
Oh, Jim Irsay's feeling himself right
Yeah,
now.
but
Right,
do
so
you-
I'm kicking the dog. And you know what? Get rid of this
Do
quarterback.
you
Put the
understand
other guy
it's
in.
the equivalent of the Lions benching Goff for David Blau? It's unthinkable. It's crazy. As if the Lions were a game out of first.
Right, but think about
what?
You've gone through, 5 quarterbacks. That Andrew Luck thing really hurt them. They weren't ready for that.
No, I wasn't ready
one
for
was
that.
ready
Right,
for
but
that.
but they had nothing, and they keep bringing
Wow.
in this guy and this backup and this backup, and they're probably angry because they're looking saying, why didn't we go get Geno Smith?
And he got benched. Ryan, by the way, got benched before Carson Wentz ever did. Remember, he's hurt, not benched.
David, what a report. Thank you.
That is in football today.
Wow.